Start with browning the ground beef, salt, pepper, a little garlic salt in there too. Okay, browning up the second batch here. Just got it loosened up, broken up in the pan. Give it a little salt. Little pep. And a couple shakes of the garlic salt. And you know what? Actually, a little onion powder wouldn't hurt as well. Okay. And drain off the fat, which I like to use with a paper towel. Throw it down in there. Let the juice soak up into the paper towel. Because this is 80-20 beef. And then just get that guy out of there. And try to get a little bit of brown color on the beef. And since we're making the full recipe, we're going to chop up 1 red pepper and 2 small onions. So they're chopped up and we're going to add them to the beef. And now that all the beef has been browned, we're going to add the first batch of beef back to the second batch. And we are going to stir in the onions, chopped up onions. So they start getting a little cook on them. And we're going to add Italian seasoning. So a good amount of Italian seasoning in there. Come back to that. A little bit of sugar. It says 6 teaspoons, I think. So we're just going to do a shake of sugar. Can of tomato paste. This tomato paste happens to be Italian flavored, Italian style. So it's got basil, oregano, and a garlic flavoring added. So I guess I don't have to do as much Italian seasoning as it calls for in the recipe. 1 can of tomato sauce into the pool. One can of diced tomatoes. I got the petite dice on this can. There we go. We need to get some open pit barbecue sauce. It says half a bottle, and I have a little bit less than half a bottle, so I'm going to do the whole thing. Then a little bit of water, and Uncle Gary's trick is to fill the tomato sauce can halfway with water and swish it back and forth with the other tomato sauce cans to get all the remaining bits out of there. I'm going to do that with the tomato paste can. So we add that water in. We give this a mix and let it simmer for 15 minutes. This essentially is the sauce that gets mixed with the cooked spaghetti when it's ready. And we'll come back. Alright, 15 minutes passed on the simmer. Let's give this a stir. And time to add in the peppers. Looks a lot like chili or sloppy Joe. And the green pepper, red pepper, red sweet pepper. Stir that in and let that go for another 10 minutes or so. Okay, the sauce is ready. We've cooked up 1 pound of pasta so far. I'm trying to make 2 trays of spaghetti for the party tomorrow, party spaghetti. So I'm gonna put some of the sauce into the bottom of each tray, and then add the spaghetti and add more sauce and try to mix it up in these trays. I never really saw Uncle Gary make this spaghetti. He made it basically for every party. Call it Uncle Gary's spaghetti. It is spaghetti, but it's not Italian spaghetti like traditional spaghetti. It's, I don't know, bohemian spaghetti, it's budget spaghetti, it's party spaghetti. But it's delicious nevertheless. And so I'm just putting enough to coat the bottom of that, and I'm gonna dump this whole drained pot of spaghetti right into the tray. Add a little more sauce to the top of this pan. It's not a real saucy spaghetti, like when you're eating it, it's not a giant red mess. It's just kind of coated lightly. There's chunks of meat, chunks of peppers in there, and obviously the sweet sauce that gives it its signature flavor. And I'm making this day ahead. We're going to use it for the graduation parties tomorrow, and making it day ahead kind of gives it a chance to all blend together, and the flavors mix, and it turns out pretty good. Holy cow, this is hot. Yeah, it's starting to look like it. This is typically served at like outside picnics and stuff. Like, it's just served room temp or slightly warm, but I think room temp is pretty much the norm, which in summertime tends to be pretty warm. But I'll refrigerate it overnight and take it out of the fridge before I go to Jenny's, and we'll hopefully enjoy this. Okay, 1 tray of protein pasta, or chickpea pasta as it's called, gluten-free. This is rotini instead of spaghetti. And I've got sauce on the bottom of the tray, just like the other ones. And I'm going to add the remaining sauce to the chickpea pasta and give it a stir, and that's basically it. We are good to go for tomorrow. That's it. Uncle Gary's spaghetti.